We've just had a new Hololive OCG stream and it was pretty elite. Hello, welcome to the channel. We'll talk about all things card games and chill with friends. My name is Liam and today I want to talk about the recent Hololive OCG stream done by Nauticus-chan herself, and we've got some amazing announcements come through. Now, if you are new to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button, and if you enjoy this video, please let me know by hitting that like button. Please consider joining and becoming a member, and check out my other socials, Twitch, X, Discord. Those links are in the description. But let's jump straight in. So the first thing we got was some news about the competitive WGP events and also some of the prize support for that. Now, the first thing that we're getting is that there is the Super PR Pack Volume 1, which will be given at WGP events and new shop tournament SR events, and they contain frameless versions of Second Bloom Holomems from set 1. You're looking at the ASCII, you're looking at Mume, Iris, and they look absolutely amazing. We've also seen top 8 and top 4 promos for WGP events. For top 8, you get the second set Shion Second Bloom, which looks beautiful, and for the top 4, you get the set 1 Pekora Oshi. I want them. We've also been informed with the top 256 players at the Bloom Cup DX coming up that they will receive the debut collab Suisse as a promo. And also at those Bloom Cup DXs, any players that finish 5-0 will receive exclusive playmats, which they look absolutely crazy. I love them. They give, please. The next thing they spoke about was the Bushy Road Card Game Festival happening in 2025. And it's confirmed that the Hololive OCG will be making an appearance there. So Bushy Road being more involved again with the organized event style for the Hololive card game makes sense. And then we got news about set 3 coming out in March 2025, and that will be called Elite Spark, with Sakura Miko being the poster girl of that set. The first things that we got was that we were going 3 more start decks, 1 for white, 1 for green, and 1 for yellow. White featuring Hajime, green featuring Iroha, and yellow featuring Flare. So this is the first time that we're seeing yellow. This is, you know, we saw purple come out in set 2. We've now seen yellow in set 3, and that is, as far as we know, all 6 colors that are going to be coming in Hololive OCG in general. We don't expect to see any more colors. So it's exciting to see that we're finally getting yellow cards. And talking of yellow cards, we see the second poster girl of the set, Inugami Korone, my girl. Oh, I'm so excited for her to finally have good cards. I'm sure she's got a spot from the Akayu start deck in set 2, but she might finally get some good cards, and I want a good Akayu Korone deck. Please give it to me, cover. Please, I beg you. They've also confirmed that there will be start deck events where, similar to the existing How to Play events, basically you go in, you pick a start deck, you learn to play from one of the 6 single color decks, so from set 2 and set 3, and you get to play whilst learning to play as well and stuff like that. So that's really cool. I like the fact they've gone with the 6 single color decks and not the start deck from set 1, because that deck was rather good given that it's dual color as well. But I'm hoping that in future start decks we'll start seeing more dual colors decks. I'm very sad that we haven't seen any dual color Holomems yet, like we saw in the first start deck with the Soraz. But there is hope with some of the Holomems that have been revealed that are happening in set 3, where doing a dual color Holomem makes a lot of sense. So we might finally see it. So as mentioned, Elite Spark, the 3rd set coming out for Hololive OCG, will come out on the 21st of March 2025. And like I said, we've got Sakura Miko as the main poster girl of the set, if you will, and we've confirmed that she's going to get an Oshi. We've already had the Oshis confirmed for set 3. We've got Sakura Miko, we've got Korone, we've got Watame, Towa, Luna, so that completes our entire Gen 4 lineup. We also get in Botan, Risu, and the one that I'm hoping is dual color, we are getting Fuwa and Mokoko Abyssguard as a single Oshi. They have confirmed that the Oshi is Fuwa Moko. So that might mean our first dual color Holomem. Oshi Holomem. I hope that's good, and I hope that they do something with that. It makes a lot of sense with Fuwamoko, and I said this from day one. If they're going to do anything that's dual color, Fuwamoko is the perfect target for it. So let's see what happens. We have no ideas on the colors yet, but if I was to put some predictions, I think Miko's going to have to be red. Well, we've seen Miko's going to be red, and I'm going to go through her card in a minute because we actually got her Oshi revealed during this stream, which is really cool. Korone, we know is going to be yellow thanks to her birthday promo. Watame, I'd expect to be yellow. Toa, I'd expect to be purple. Luna, we know is white from her birthday Oshi. Botan, we know is going to be green from her birthday Oshi. Lisu, we don't know, and it makes sense that Lisu would be blue, I think, for the sake of the color wheel. And for Moko, if they are going to do dual color, I hope they make her red blue, because I think that makes sense, right? The contrasting of red and blue, obviously they've got the blue pink color schemes to it. The blue red makes the perfect sense for this, but we genuinely don't know yet. We could also see, again, you'd expect to see a higher count of yellow because it's the first time yellow's actually come into the game. So Fuwamoko could end up being yellow. I hope not. It wouldn't make sense, but it could. We have also had the main holomems revealed for the set, which are also going to be the Oshis that have been revealed, except one exception where Fuwawa and Mokoko have actually been split in terms of their holomem description, the main holomems. So I'd expect to see, again, I'd expect to see one of them in red, one of them in blue, and the Oshi to be a combination of those two. We'll have to wait and see. So we know that Fuwa and Mokoko are getting individual holomems, but the other holomems that we know are coming, we know we have Oroboko, which basically wraps up Gen 0. We're getting Hato. We're also getting Flare, Iraha, and Hajime. I assume that'll be like one random card to go alongside the start decks. We're also getting Owl, and we're getting Kanade. So we've got a really good selection here. Some of them are obviously not as well known. For example, I don't think I've really seen or heard of much of Owl or Hajime, which I know there's a lot of Hajime fans out there. Apologies. I think it's really cool to see that we're getting this good selection again. It basically means that there are, I think, 16 talents or 14 talents, something like that haven't had a card at all yet. Which they did say that after a year, every talent that was around at the beginning of the Hololive card game would have a card after a year, which is after set 4. So they're on target for it, which is really, really good. But the only thing we don't know so far with the set and the holomems that have been revealed, we don't know 6 currently unknown holomems, which I would assume will be the Spot Oshis. Like with set 2, we had the Holo Witch girls. There could be some theme used for the spots. I think it's really cool that they're doing that. I hope they keep doing that because it gives us some really nice exclusive arts for them. But yeah, I think it'll be really cool. I genuinely don't know what it could be. There was one discussion that I had from on my server from Diz, who mentioned it could be the Merry Christmas art, where obviously there's Chloe on there, so ignore Chloe. If you ignore Chloe, there are 6 holomems that could have the card. There's 6 spots. It'd also mean more Korone card. It'll be another Akayu card. So who knows? We could get some really nice gamers spots. But generally, not a clue on what this is so far. And they've confirmed they'll start announcing those from January. So let me know what you think. What do you think it could be? Let me know in the comments below. And we also were very lucky to get 2 reveals for set 3. We got Sakura Miko's Oshi, and we also got her 35p fan. The Miko Oshi is a red Oshi with 5 life, and the following skills. For her Oshi skill, it's 2 holo power, and you roll a dice once per turn, and if the result is 1, 2, 4, or 6, you may return a 35p from your archive to your hand, or if the result is a 3 or a 5, you may return 2 copies of 35p from your archive to your hand. So this is kind of cool, and I genuinely think we'll see some massive fan support. We could potentially see a resurgence of Polka come back from set 1. And her SP Oshi skill, again for 2 holo power, is once per game. It can be used if your center holomem is red, and you may choose any number of cards from your hand and place them to the bottom of your deck in any order, and then you draw from your deck until you have 5 cards in your hand. So, you know, it could be oh, I have 2 cards in my hand, I'm going to put 1 card to the bottom of my deck, and then I'm going to draw 4 cards. I kind of like this. Like, I think the Miko Oshi is kind of nice. And especially if, again, you're looking at Polka Miko, where the one thing I've found with that deck is that you can sometimes struggle with hand because you're constantly spamming down your fans and you're constantly running with 2, 3 cards in your hand. This SP Oshi skill fixes that. So I genuinely think that Miko could be an incredible Oshi for some form of red fan deck. And talking of the fan, the 35p fan support card is when the holomem with this fan attached using art, This fan is treated as a 1 red cheer. This can only be attached to a Sakura Miko, of course, like fans can only be attached to their equivalent or relevant Holomem. And then her down effect, or the down effect of this card, which, you know, we've seen the Pokemon have a down one where it took 10 extra damage, but this one is when the Holomem with this fan attaches down, your opponent gets to draw a card. I don't think that's a terrible downside. I genuinely don't, as long as the Mikos have a decent HP, which again, we do not know anything about what the Miko is going to look like yet. But I genuinely think there could be some fantastic synergy here. I think the Mikos are going to be quite similar to Pokemon to a degree, in the sense that it's going to be a lot of fan synergy, a lot of archive accessibility, some very quick plays of trying to get cheered down as quickly as possible, do as much damage as possible, as quickly as possible. I think the Miko cards could be really good. They have the potential to be extremely good, but we have to wait and see for the rest of the set. And the last thing I want to share with everyone, of course, is the announcement video that they sort of did with it, like the little animation. I think it's really cool. Please enjoy.
ホロライブオフィシャルカードゲームにミコ登場。
But that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you are new here, please consider hitting that subscribe button. And if you enjoyed this video, please let me know by hitting that like button. And let me know in the comments below, what Holomem are you most excited for Set 3 Elite Spark? Me personally, it's got to be Korone. But what do you think? And if you haven't already, check out my other socials. Links are in the description. And please consider joining and becoming a member by hitting that join button down below. But apart from that, thank you so much for watching. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one.